Hey guys, it's Eddie here. As promised, we are continuing our video series on my experience at United States Army Basic Training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. So this is part 2 of my 8-part video that I'm going to do. So this part, I will talk about red phase and the first 72 hours at United States Army Basic Training. So you leave reception and you get on the bus. Your drill sergeants for your company come pick you up on whether it's a bus or what they had at Leonard Wood. They had these 18-wheelers, cattle cars basically. You get on, your bags are already loaded up in a LMTV, basically a big truck that transports troops and loads a bunch of gear. So that being said, we're going there. You get there and chaos ensues. Chaos absolutely ensues. Drill sergeants are saying, get off the bus. They are screaming at you. They are going ham. It is absolute chaos, telling you to run here, there, and everywhere. So this is probably my very first funny story from basic training. So we got our bags, and you will get smoked time and time again, most likely, or corrective training. Lots of push-ups, lots of sit-ups, squats, whatever they choose. Most of the time it's push-ups. So you do your layout in front of the drill sergeants. This is my first funny story. I had a can of shaving cream explode in one of my bags, and shaving cream got all over my crap. So, first interaction with the drill sergeant, he looks at me, he's laughing, he's like, what happened to you, dude? I'm like, shaving cream, can exploded, so make sure you pack your stuff carefully. Don't be me. So that first 72 hours is going to be chaos. You're going to get a lot of corrective training, not smoking, but I say smoking because that's, what you do or how you say it. So with that being said, first 72 is chaos, and they are really kind of having you go through a lot of different things. And the physical fitness, the physical training, the PT is going to be a lot of your red phase, which is usually, for me, it lasted about 4 weeks. For my basic training company, it lasted roughly 4, maybe 5 weeks. So lots of PT. You're going to do lots of classroom stuff like communications, combat casualty care, so basically military first aid, and a couple other classes, and you may or may not do gas chamber in this phase, but the Army's constantly evolving, so your experience may be different than mine. So best advice I can give to you is it's going to suck, especially that red phase, because if you haven't trained, done a lot of calisthenics, done a lot of running, it's going to be tough transitioning to that. And even if you have, it's still tough, plain and simple. It was for me, and like I said, I lost weight really quickly, right? So prepare to do a lot of PT, a lot of physical fitness. You're going to do your first Army physical fitness test, or they call it the AFT. You're going to do that. So just be prepared for that. It's a lot of physical fitness that first 72 hours, and as well as that first 4 weeks. You're going to do a lot of physical training. So with that being said, that's kind of the wrap up. Got a little bit of a funny story of a shaving cream can exploding in my bag, getting all over my crap, and that's how the drill sergeants kind of learned how I was. We'll go into that. I got a funny story, so I'm going to do a bonus video after this video, and I post it. I'm going to do a bonus video for you guys of another story on how I got my nickname in basic training, which was Old Man. There you go. There you have it. That concludes this video. Hope you guys got some good information, got some good insight into what you may or may not be getting into. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Be on the lookout for my bonus video. And as always, become unstoppable.